Well, what is? Okay, there we go. Just started. Just started. What's up? What's going on? What's going on? What is good? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Mike. I think Mike is a new face here. Shout out to Mike. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Everybody doing well? Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. I am OMA, one who may a sin. We host these live, but on Fridays, just within our Private Descendants Community Group.com, and join us. Yeah. These sessions on Mondays are live on all of our platforms: YouTube, not SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But yeah, share the good news with me, y'all. Everybody's doing well. Mike's doing good. Crystal's doing good. Lona's having a good morning. Everybody's doing it. So, yeah. Let's see. What Mike is up to. Chat with Mike. Let's see. Anybody wants to come up and join us live. Feel free to send a request in. What's up? Sharon's finally not working. Shout out to Sharon. She got a break. Sharon a break, y'all. Hey, so good news. We finally got monetization working on our Facebook. So if you join the live stream there, see, throw some stars, throw some Facebook stars. I'm trying to figure out how this works. I don't know how this works exactly. Let's see. Star goal, enable stars. That's interesting. Yeah, so we thought we'd try something new with the stars thing. See, I'm trying to get back to the regular screen and see the comments. Let's see, dashboard. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Crystal wants to jump on.
What is good?
What's going on? What off of YouTube? That's like it sounded
Yeah,
like some music in the back, huh?
no, it's like they play different stuff. They'll cover whatever popular songs from animes or whatever. But
What on
it's
you?
cool. It's cool.
On YouTube or where?
Huh?
On YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Like talented, and they, showcase their stuff out there. So I like watching just people shine it.
Right. That's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, it reminds me. What's that little kid? The drummer, the little girl. I think she's from. Her name starts with an N or something. This is that girl from my show. It's Nandy.
But I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. She went up against like Dave Grohl.
But she got. Oh my God, that girl! Woo wee!
Yeah.
I have to rewind it a couple times and watch it again. Like
crazy energy. Damn. Yeah. No, she's cool. She's dope.
Dude, wow. For real.
She's like
for real,
a kid.
That part.
She's like a child, like maybe like 10
or
something. I saw there's this other kid. from like Africa, and he's like a DJ, and he's like 2 or 4. I was like,
I seen him.
yeah,
I mean, he was like
yeah.
he's into the music. I was like, yo,
I didn't actually see him perform. I think I just saw an article about him, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. So to hear you like verify it, that's interesting. We're in a new
yeah. I
age.
mean, and it's like to see stuff like that, and to see kids that young getting into music like that. I love stuff like that.
Or just
That's
anything,
dope.
like just whatever they're passionate about, and just living in their purpose. Just offer it. That's
Hmm.
really interesting. It reminds and then like the carpentry model is you could pretty much uh like in raising kids, like they presented both of these models, and they were like, well, which one yields like the best results? On one hand, you have an individual that's grown up and raised to be like well rounded, and then you have the other one who is very not, I guess, kind of like soldier, but is like hyper focused, in one area of expertise, right? But say if like something happens, they have like
Something, and then you have those that are just naturally talented, that they don't have to work that hard to, you know,
right, that's right,
flourish in their talent.
right, right,
So, and and I see there's nothing wrong with that, and there's also nothing with training and all this other stuff. People need it more than others, but you can't knock people's level of talent. It's like case in point, how they will try to. I don't know. You watch martial art movies, right?
yeah,
And every time in martial art movies, they always challenge each other on whose kung fu is the best. But it's not really whose style is the best. It's basically what level you're at
yeah,
as far as that. So it's like there's those that are naturally, or
that's
you
it.
not naturally.
But even the people that are naturally talented, they have to work at their craft to be the best of the best. It's like,
Yeah, that
but
too.
some people just neglect it, and either they just get comfortable, or they don't really fully
That's the
realize.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they get too comfortable to where they feel like they
don't
have
have to
no
try
need to
anymore.
practice.
Yeah,
But and they figure they're natural in it, they're in their element, and it just people have like that fluidity, and but yet there's others that just are willing to practice and train for it.
and then eventually the person who's not talented, and what's the saying? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, right? So it's if eventually all of the work and compiled effort outshines and over just a matter
Hmm.
of how willing somebody is to dedicate.
You feel the need to do it, give it your all. If you have to, give it
Right,
your all. No matter how big, how small, what's big to you might be insignificant to somebody else, but as long as it is something that's in your heart,
right,
that is, you know, driving you, go do it. Stay true to it.
absolutely. 1 second, my stream just ended. I think I should have just disconnected on me. Hold that reminds me of though the book. I think we talked about this before, but the War of Art.
Hmm.
Have you read it?
I have not read that one. I've heard of it, but I never picked it up yet. But I will pick it up though. Now that you keep saying it, now I'm writing it down so I don't
Got
forget
to.
it.
It's in like my top 10.
Whenever I take the next trip to Barnes and Nobles, I will find it.
Got to. That's
Yeah. Yeah, I need a trip. I haven't had a trip yet.
What do you mean by that? Trip to Barnes and Noble to
Yeah.
books? I was like,
it was in one of these malls out here in the right prices, you know. And sure enough, you could get different books. A lot of the books, they're pretty much, you know.
that's my problem with books and like just really any media or content. Really, uh, it's like there's so much. Like you'll never be through with all of it. There's like no way to consume all of it. I just want to get into like all of it and everything. Even with like the internet, it's never ending. So really the question becomes, identifying what you want, which path, which route that you and use free books. It's
I tell people, well, I come across, I cross paths with people, and then people be like, they so-called don't have the time to read. So I always suggest them, it's like, if you don't have time to read, you just don't have the patience to be holding this book, reading word for word, line from line, flipping the pages or whatever else, or the book is just too long for you and you just don't have the patience, just, get an audiobook and just listen to it,
Right.
No harm in that either.
Even still, but yeah. Like movies too. Yeah, movies. Um, hey, do you speed read? Do you know how to speed read?
I can do it. It's been a minute since I did it, but
you don't really do it though.
I haven't
it's not
read since what?
It's not like standard practice for you. It's not how you read books generally, just like for leisure.
I yeah. So the thick book like that 3 days.
No. I mean, I believe it, but no, it's not me.
Yeah.
Like even audiobook, like I have to digest it. Like you'll still retain all the information.
Huh?
You'll still retain all of the information and finishing it that fast. Or like, I mean,
yeah, I can. Yeah. If the book if the I'll tell you this. Sometimes I will go back and reread it. That way, sometimes there might be a line or a double meaning that I probably would have missed. So I will go back and reread it and be like, okay, I see what's going on here. And then I continue on. So also it depends what I'm reading too. Sometimes I would there's some books I will take my time on, and some I just get too in tune with it where it's like I have blinders on. Like, of course, it's me in the book. Just me, me the book. Yeah, because there are times I have my face in the book, probably fall asleep with the book over my face because it just be that good.
I don't know. I used to be like that as a child, but
I mean,
yeah, to get into it like that.
That's just me.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't know anybody else. They'll probably be like, okay, I'll finish it. That's how I am. And then when I'm listening to Audible, it's like I'm listening beyond what I'm hearing. I'm hearing how people, especially if you are a person that, are into the art of voiceover, you definitely want to just listen to a lot of audiobooks just to get a feel of what you're hearing.
Right.
And then not only that, sound.
Right. Try to speed read, I think I got like all right at it. I could like, what are the tactics they tell you? Like, it's basically how to digest, big chunks of information all at once, where you just like go through a page
Yeah.
and like, I think we did like a
Mm-hmm.
seminar with like the top
It's
speed reader in the
basically,
world.
yeah, because basically, I tell you, and it's like when I was kind of, going through school and we had to do stuff like that, like speed read. I mean, I'd be seeing people just
Right. Or picking up ideas, instead of actually like reading. It's like Cliff Notes, kind of.
yeah, yeah.
And then you
So
take the test,
I mean,
and then
it's
the
not
teacher asks you like some really specific question that you couldn't have picked up from the Cliff Notes, like, or the teacher did their research and checked out the
right,
Cliff Notes, some bullshit, but
right.
yeah,
And teachers be trying to, teachers be up on game because kids to read like a snippet of a summary of what the book is about, and they'll take from there. But teachers would throw you off by mentioning something. And
how are you
yeah,
outsmarting the rest of the world, or at least the people around you, that's interesting.
mm-hmm.
That's what life is, really. Think about it.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And it's like there's no shortcuts, there's no cliff notes. You just gotta go through the motions,
Right.
and yeah, you might run into a few walls, but you gotta figure out, okay, how am I over it,
Right.
or go around it.
Man. Yeah, it's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, reading, even watching movies. Like, there's so many movies that I would like to see, but it's just a lot, a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, and like I enjoyed Lord of the Rings, but when they start doing that extended stuff, I was sitting up here like, okay, if that's the case, I might as well read the book.
Don't take you just as long, right? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know
Seriously,
extended
I mean,
version.
it's like I'm not gonna sit up here.
I know they had
That
extended
six.
versions.
Just about the extended,
That's crazy.
you're gonna be sitting there for like 6.5, almost 7 hours.
That's an experience. That's crazy. You got to set up aside your whole day to commit.
You need to you need to sit on the donut. I'll tell you that right now. You need to sit on the donut.
What does that mean? Is that like code for something? Or that slang? I don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah, your behind gonna be hurting, sitting for that long.
No. That just gave me an idea of watching movies in a pool. I think that's something I'd like to experience one day. That's an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's like donut inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to experience having like a projector, project a movie
House where
in the middle of the floor.
you ever been to somebody's they have like a movie theater in their house?
Yeah, make me sick, but I love this.
Right. That reminds
But
me
it's
too.
good. It's even the seats,
yeah.
are just like
Right.
the movie theaters. I was like,
The
man,
experience. They got to have the popcorn popper like legit inside the house. And
in Texas, so they
yeah.
will have movie night and pop popcorn, and how they be popping popcorn and putting chili pepper.
Yeah. In Texas, it's Texas shit.
I was like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, you can keep that. I like butter and salt on my.
Oh, you don't do the chili powder? That shit is legit.
I don't do chili powder. No.
That's legit.
No. I tried it. It's okay. I stick with the butter and the salt.
It's been a minute since I've done it, but yeah, I remember that's memories. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because even she would like send me pictures of like how she popping her popcorn. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But they have like this big screen and I think I forgot where they had they have like a projector that they use to display the movies and everything else, and it was kind of nice. I was like, that is dope. You know, I want to do that for like, you know, for my own house is to have, you know, a personal theater, but I also want a built-in library. I want like just all four walls, just shelves.
See, that's my question too. With people with personal libraries, like, that's my question too. With people with personal libraries, like, I feel like you're just stunning, you know, unless you've read like all of those books in that library. Like, so would you have read all of the book? Like, you already have, you know, a considerable amount of books already. Like, would you have read all of your book? I could see you being. Have you? Maybe we've talked about this before. Have you been a librarian before too?
No, I never been a librarian.
Okay.
I should though.
Yeah, right, right. I can see you as a librarian. You know.
I should be one.
Some of my favorite people are librarians. That's funny, especially coming up as a kid.
You know, it's been so long since I actually been inside of a library. I mean, like, you know, since the pandemic and everything else, I have not stepped foot in the library in so long. And it's like, I might have to do that one day. Is just step inside of a public library and just the aisles, just looking at these different stuff. Because I mean, not all libraries are the same size or whatever. You know, there's some that are smaller than others. But and then I know like libraries out here now, like there's some couple of them that have been shut down, and or they moved elsewhere or whatever else. So, but
that's what I was gonna say. I don't even go to the libraries in LA. I go to Orange County libraries. You know, go to Anaheim.
It's not that big. You know, I've never been to that one in Orange County. I've never been to that one.
Yeah.
No, at all.
Those are, I mean,
I'm gonna have to check that out though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Cause I know some of the libraries out there be big, be like humongous. So yeah,
I guess so.
I definitely want to check out libraries out there.
I mean, I don't really think about it yet, but I guess, you know, seeing the comparison in libraries in LA versus Orange County, you know, but we have Texas libraries. It's like hella space, you know, it's like the biggest library, you know, and then like college campus libraries are ridiculous too.
And I think also how the city budgets the funding, because you know most libraries their books be so toe up and busted, and you be like, what are you guys doing with the money? Why do these books look like this? You know.
Right. Yeah, I can't forget to ask how your writing is coming.
It's coming along. I'm doing like my first chapter outline, and then after that I will get to my first chapter. I should be about at least 500, 900 words at least, you know. And then after I'm done with that chapter, then because I'm doing outlines for each chapter, so I'll know or have like a exact order on how I'm telling this story. So
good. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Check in with you, you know. So no, it sounds good. So that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be working on that. Another idea for something for another story. I'll be like, jot this down so I don't forget it, and then go back to the other one.
It's a certain story.
My
Like,
brain is just shooting out.
You have to a certain story.
Huh?
Like, I remember you told me about your the publicist, I think, right, or the publisher.
Yeah.
They have a certain expectation to deliver.
Well, what they want is they want a full, like the first draft of it. And what they'll do is once you submit it to a publisher, they'll literally read it to see if it's, cool enough to they want to market or whatever else. But because they're also editors too, they could prove errors here, any grammatical errors, punctuations, or if it's need to be shortened somewhere, then it's back and you do another draft, until it's, suited enough to them to where they're like, okay, we could publish this. So once they are okay with the outcome of it, then they would, format it, find it, smack a good cover on it, do like the book cover designs as well. They'll do all the promotions, the marketing, all these different book platforms. So
that's cool.
I think they also market to Amazon Kindle, Nook, and I think Target and Walmart too. And Walmart and Target, they sell books too, so they do all those. They'll send copies to those stores as well. So
now, is this with
but if they like,
this is with your consent, or do they you have to give your
So once they do all the formatting, and they have everything straight, everything else they do. They do all the marketing, the promotion, all that stuff.
But what if you don't like what they're doing or something like that? Do you get a say in that?
Well, you do have a say in that because it's your book. It's your book. And and that's basically where you would do negotiation before you sign a contract with any publisher.
Yeah.
Period. You always want to negotiate your terms, and then they negotiate their terms. And if there's if you guys are one accord, then it's done deal. But if they're willing to be lenient on some of the terms you are requesting, then they could restructure the contract or whatever else, and then and go on from that. So.
And then there's an option you could be your own publisher too, right? Is that an option?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, because there are so many outlets you could look. You could Google to do self-publishing, and mostly everybody is going through Kindle because Kindle is easy. Kindle is simple to publish your stuff, and then only that, they have a print on demand as well. So your book could be an ebook.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants like the physical copy, they could just print.
Yeah.
Put the story into print and ship it.
That's cool. Because we're setting up like an e-commerce store and everything for merchandise, and like there's a print on demand option as well. But I never considered it for books, but that totally makes sense.
Yeah. Mostly like self-published. Any publishing company do that. They have the options to do that too. And I know about that print on demand because I have a homegirl. She does e-stores and all that. So she does her shirts, basketball shorts, whatever. She comes up with her own designs and everything. So.
Yeah. And just collect the money and don't have to do fulfillment or deal with none of that. You know, just deal with marketing, branding.
You know, since I saw hers, I was like, there's so many free art I could put on canvases and sell it. People be wanting like wall art and, you know, to hang in their bedrooms, their living rooms, or have something in their kitchen, you know, because who not want wall art, you know. I love canvas art. They're gorgeous.
So this is a service that you're considering providing for other people? Wall art?
Well, yeah, I'm just looking at it, researching stuff, what outlet I could go through.
That's what I was about to ask.
If I do decide.
I was like, because there's what, like Fiverr?
Or I did have this idea of putting, using the Egyptian
with the Ankh?
zodiac signs on hoodies.
Yeah.
You know, since we have so many conscious folks out there, so, you know, let them figure out who they fall on, which god they fall under on their birthday.
Why are you laughing? Like joke, like you pick up or something, or what? Or let them figure out
because when I was looking at it, I was astrology and zodiac signs and all this other stuff, but just for somebody to just rock with, like, this is who I'm rocking with for my birthday, you know, like, I'm so and so for this month, you know.
Did they have Twitter? Did they have a different? I don't know.
You know, they because I don't know.
My cousin was breaking it down to me. He was like,
I don't even know were they under a dot? Like a dot calendar system? Because I know the Mayans had that same calendar system. Their system was a little bit similar. I don't know.
My cousin was breaking it down to me. He was telling me, like, because you think about it, like the prefix, right? Like December, what does Deci stand for?
Yeah.
October is 8. You know, so like why is it 10,
September
11, and 12?
Like almost like 7.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, so it doesn't make sense. He's like, just know what time it is. I was like, okay. You know, so
yeah.
I thought that was interesting. You know, it's like, why do we follow this? You know, something's off here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Right. Apply this knowledge. You know, what real world application does this information have to my life? You know, so like things will be good to know, you know, and just useful information. But what can I actually? It's like wisdom is the application of the knowledge. You know.
Right. And then in this day and age where technology basically rule everything, there's no room for that. Really.
Yeah. Just like a whole bunch of extra information. Like, thank you. Okay, now what?
Yeah, right. That part, now what?
Yeah.
Or what's next?
House himself. What is up? What's good? My fellow Texas brethren. What's up? Let me see. Do you want to talk here? Yeah, man. We gotta work with Steven over the years. That's funny because I was just telling the homie that you'll be out here next month and everything. Like, yeah, we gotta shoot some more think he may have been Shoot the Place Up. It's been a minute. It's been like 2 years or so. So yeah, we did that one. We did Up. We did Save Yourself. We did Oh man, yeah, Stephen. We did a lot of work with Stephen. You got to get back to me on those songs. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, yeah. Keep me updated. Like, working and striving.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's real life. You have to apply the knowledge. Like, oh, May. Girl said May. Oh, good. We'll be ready for you when you're here. Yes, sir. Then Coachella's in April, right? Right, Crystal? It's like
Huh?
Coachella's in April. All right.
Is it? I think so.
I think so, right?
Man, it's been so long. I have not followed that in like.
You don't do the festivals or shows or anything?
I have not done a not Coachella.
No, man, I haven't done
like
Coachella
that.
either.
I will go to. I will check out like a jazz festival or something like that.
Oh, chill vibes, everything.
Yeah.
Jam sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's Long Beach or I think Long Beach and Newport Beach be having like some of the dopest jazz fests.
Yeah, I definitely know that with Orange County. I didn't know about Long Beach, but I knew about OC.
But I think the one in Newport, that's like the biggest one in out here, as far as I know.
And then there's like Rolling Loud too.
Yeah, jazz would be cool to film. Yes.
Yeah.
If you do go to
Underground Raves, me and the homie are supposed to go to out here. Like that's not like kind of crazy aggressive. That's kind of more of my energy, like.
Yeah. I guess because I'm old, so I don't know.
No, I be coming with my boots and everything, fights and shit, and just be lit. Who won?
Yeah, I try to go to different.
Best new artist.
Huh?
Jet said, girl last night won the Grammy for best new.
Yeah, her voice was freaking. Oh my God, her voice is like.
What she performed?
I literally went back in time. She has the sound that is no longer here. She's like a cross between.
I've heard of
her voice is.
Last two.
Yeah. Now, okay, Ella Fitzgerald, she is the queen of scat. Okay.
Yeah.
Between her and Heard of My Life.
Scat is like improv jazz, right?
Huh?
Scat is like improvised jazz.
Yeah, it's basically they improv by improving with
like that kind
of
stuff.
Or
yeah. No, that's interesting.
So yeah.
I have a confession to make. I don't know, maybe Crystal, maybe you've heard me say this before. This might be new for Jets or anybody else listening, but for me, like it's hard for me to get into singing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know, something with it. It just like doesn't necessarily resonate with me. I know it's a controversial take. Like my family threw the book at me. They got what kind of musician? Yo, they're upset.
Oh my God.
They can't do shit. Can't do shit for you, man. Yeah. I mean, I've incorporated. To Jet's question, have I tried to sing? Like before puberty, like yes, but like after, it's like I experiment with melody, but I incorporate melody. I wouldn't exactly call what I do now singing. I wouldn't, because I don't think I have like that range or whatever. But like my focus tends to be, generally speaking, primarily lyrics based, and substance and everything. Like, and here and there, they have a few artists that I do like, and I do like singing it, like in very small doses, but it doesn't really retain my attention. Like what we so this kind of is fitting to go back to the conversation that we were having earlier tonight, Crystal, about like speed reading and everything. I guess I don't do it like visually, with reading, but like listening, I need like heavy dose of content. So like obviously rap is gonna be like the heaviest lyrically based, form genre of music,
Right. I get your point. I get that too, because you know what? When I listen to certain things, I'm just like, okay, it'll be like the melody of the song, or the bass of the song, or the beat of the song, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this,
right.
And sometimes there'll be songs that I hate, like, but it be the beat that the hell up.
You sound like you got somebody.
And I'm like, okay, this song will be better. I hate to say it, but there's some songs that are better instrumental.
Yeah.
Than have lyrics to them.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but some songs are better instrumental. And then, I used to watch that show with Jimmy Fallon called "That's My Jam," and then we'll try to mix and match some of the songs. Episode had Chance the Rapper on it.
Okay.
He had to sing. He had to rap. Well, he had to sing it. But he had to sing it as a country rock song. And oh God, he can sing.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
He killed it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he killed it. And when I was listening to it, I was like, oh God damn, that shit do sound like a good ass country rock song.
Is this like video? Like I could go and YouTube it?
I ain't gonna lie, his song was dope as a country rock song. I was like, oh my God.
What?
I never heard something like that, but you know what? It was fun.
Could I type in, go and find it? I could go and check it out somewhere on YouTube. You think it'd be on YouTube?
Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just type in "That's My Jam." That's it.
Okay.
And then, but it's not just him on there. It was like different celebrities on there that do that too. They had T-Pain and
tell me they had Jamie Foxx
and all that. And I'm sitting up front. But you know what? If they did have Jamie Foxx, but just to hear
somebody
just to hear Chance the Rapper sing.
I'm not his voice, like he's like really high pitched voice, but I can acknowledge and respect and appreciate his talent. He's a little higher on the register for my taste, just for me personally.
And it's funny that you say that, because I feel the same way about Drake's voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't change your octave here. When you gonna like?
I like his rapping,
like
but
banging my head up against a wall, like.
That's interesting. It's like some frequencies quantum physics and like rain and trees and snowflakes, they all resonate to a different frequency if you like put vibration through them, That's really interesting. It's like not everything is for everybody, but you might have something that's generally more appealing to the masses. Not everything is for everybody. So that's really interesting too.
Yeah.
I like Drake's raps.
I love that too, but his raps are cool.
Yeah.
It's fine,
I just don't listen to singing, whether it's Drake or really anybody else.
Yeah. But when he starts trying to sing, it's like, what message are you trying to get out here? Because you hear singers, There's singers. Then there's singers. You have those that sing really well. You have those like, let's see, Doja Cat, she can sing. You know, you have Lizzo. To me, she could belt the note.
I think these are all rapper singers too, though, or a singer. And Lizzo, right?
Who else is a singer rapper?
Lizzo.
Who else is? Yeah, Lizzo. She's dope. I love her. She's gorgeous, and I thought her Grammy performance was.
Went last night. She went last night.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, she performed last night, and whoo, Jay-Z was just cutting up. I was sitting up for like, damn, how long he gonna be going on? Is he gonna let somebody else take a few bars or what?
Did he do the song or is something? He did a remix. Huh? He did a remix or something new, or he did the song? Because I listened to the song for the first time a couple weeks ago. It's a long song. He has like the longest verse on the longest song.
That's what I'm saying. He has the longest verse. I'm sitting up like, dang, is he gonna let somebody else get, cut a few bars up in here? What's up? What's up?
You're ready for him to get off the stage. Just say that.
No, it was amazing. The whole, even when they got into like the 50 years of hip hop, I was like, man, seeing the people that I grew up watching, and for some of you millennials out there, that was the golden age.
You're almost a millennial yourself. You're like.
I'm 43.
You're what, like 5 years away from being millennial?
No, I am 43.
Lil Wayne's a millennial. You know Lil Wayne's a millennial? He's like 38,
yeah, because he's a baby.
Y'all are like 5 years away from each other. That's my point. That's my point. Oh man, we lost Crystal. I don't know what happened. If it's my signal or what. Let me see. I think it's the stream is about to end here anyway. I got a bad signal. Let me see.
I don't know what the hell happened.
I was about to say, I don't know if signal cut or what. I think the stream is about to end here soon anyway.
The veterans out there, from, Public Enemy, and then Salt and Pepper, and then LL Cool J, and you have Grandmaster Flash.
They all went last night? They all performed?
Yeah, all performed last night. Then Missy Elliott, and then
that's cool.
You had,
did Wayne go there?
Well, Queen Latifah, she was up there. And I mean, I was like, and the fact that it was only 4 women up there, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I know there was a little bit more than that then, and only 4 of them had to represent. That's crazy.
I'm trying to name some.
But that was a good performance. Yeah. And it was good to see that, because Queen Latifah and LL Cool J and all them,
Kendrick won.
Cutting up and everything.
Best rap.
Yeah. He won. Yeah. And Beyonce should have just took all of it. She could have just took all the Grammys. Just saying. An award. Lizzo won an award. Harry Styles won an award. What's his name? That Bad Bunny, he won an award. Yeah. And I overall that was good. It was a nice show. It was a really nice show. Half the people, I don't know what half the people was wearing most of the time. Bad about it.
I definitely thought that with Kendrick.
Yeah. I tell you, out of all the speeches I heard, his and Lizzo's were like the most genuine speeches I heard.
Yeah.
So, but oh, wait a minute. Did you see Madonna?
As I heard, I said.
If they didn't say her name, nobody would have known who she was.
Yeah.
At all. It's like she gave herself high cheekbones, she tightened her skin up in her face, and she like redid her nose. And I'm sitting there like, well, she added filler in her lips too. And I'm sitting there like, what is this? And then it looked like she tanned herself too.
Oh man. It makes me wonder if that's a necessity at times, or if that's an insecurity, or because like at the same time you see like these beautiful women and they don't do any of that, and like they're just
right.
like not.
I also think it's because they have the money, so they have the money, they're gonna do it.
Like I have the money, so I'm gonna fuck up. Yeah. Like what do you say? What do you say?
Hey, you seen other folks who had done way worse than what others done. There's one lady who tried to patch herself to look like a cat, and right now she look like a freak with her hair all. And I'm sitting there for like, no.
I seen some shit. Don't read or check out these headlines. Yeah. But there's this one woman going around with like one titty or something like that. It just looks like a fucking. It's like a gumdrop or a gumball.
Like... Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no!
Look like something out from you see that movie Total Recall with the
yes.
She look like something about like, man, come on.
Oh
man.
my god! But out of everything, and it's like at least
like where's Ed and Eddie?
Oh my god!
Oh man!
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But, at least I know there's some that have done, cosmetic work. At least some people can be smart about it and just
tone it down.
Not do the extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, I can sit. I understand that.
I guess you look at Michael Jackson.
To give yourself a chisel.
You got Michael Jackson.
Give yourself a chiseled chin or make a dimple. Seriously? No. Do extra stuff with your nose to where you're losing complete cartilage in your nose to where they can't even form a nose.
It's like a drug kind of thing too, like like an addict. You're addicted to like your.
It is. It's very addictive. Just like people who constantly getting tattoos. That stuff is addictive.
Yeah.
Extremely addictive. So, and I think the reason for them to be addicted to it so they can be addicted to painkillers afterwards.
I didn't think about that. That's an interesting correlation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sad.
Because I even considered doing a minor procedure. Nothing too extreme.
All right, here we go. It's a gateway drug. That's how you get started.
No, trust me. Let me tell you something. Multiple see me the Vicodin and morphine and all that. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. I'm like, After I've seen several people get hooked up like that. And I was like, I'm good. No.
So you
Huh?
are you going and you're not taking any vacation or nothing?
I'm researching it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I'm researching is I'm researching for a tummy tuck. Got rid of a few ribs just to have that teeny tiny waist. I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. I just want to
You don't go to the
I
gym?
need to like huh?
Gym?
I basically have ab separation. So basically my abs are like this and they're protruding forward like this.
Like that's not like a.
So I'm having a surgery too.
What is it called?
Yeah.
It's not
So
like a.
what?
That's different.
Yeah. So you see, this here, the skin is flabby here. So this is from having multiple surgeries after having kids. So for me, what I want is having those reattached together. Because they're like this. They're separated. My abs are completely separated.
And you're not gonna do medication or nothing.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So, but that's not until like later when I save some more money.
I was gonna say like this year. I was like, you left us.
No, I ain't gonna do it right now. No, I need to save. Those type of procedures are expensive.
Yeah.
You're talking like 5Gs or more. You know. So get that done.
Yeah. Be safe. We want to hear, and so
Uh-huh.
yeah, man. I'm gonna get started here in the studio and everything, working tonight. Show us the drafts when they're hot on press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated, and maybe once I get a draft of the first chapter, then I'll probably post a snippet on the page.
Yeah. All right then. You heard it here first, everybody. Yeah. Well, yeah, Crystal, thanks again for joining us tonight. Rock with us. Appreciate you.
Of course.
Supporting the movement.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Likewise. Thank you, everybody else, for watching, tuning in to the live, watching the replay, all that good stuff. Hope everybody has a beautiful night, day, week, all of that. Other than that, do what you do. Whatever you do you. That's what you do best. I'm OMA, one who may ascend. Over and out. Peace, y'all. Stay up. Going all the way up. Eyes to the sky.